All right, so we got the rear arches reinforced, upper control arms reinforced, chain bridge in. Now it's time to install cylinders. For the front, I'm running 8-inch cylinders. I'm doing a coil under setup. So it's just like this. Coil spring sits in the lower control arm. This goes on top like that. And this piece sticks out through your frame, through your upper control arm. Let's see if I can balance this. No. Okay. So it sits like this. This goes up into your spring pocket in your frame. And this little donut piece is what keeps the cylinder from shooting out the top of the car through the hood. You see the little gap right there. It's actually sitting on this little inside nut right here. So when you hit the switch, the rod on the inside of the cylinder shoots down and this stays in place, and that keeps the cylinder from shooting up instead. Like I said, this setup is called a coil under. This is the OG / traditional way of doing things. On the rear of my car, I got a coil over setup, which is like your typical newer car style of suspension. I'll show you that here in a minute. All right, so we got the rear end fully bolted in. You can see this pretty much what it's going to look like. This C channel right here, these power balls are going to be welded to this, and then this is where our bottom chain bracket will be going up to the chain bridge. These upper arms are from TRZ Motorsports. They're built for drag racing, so there'll be more than enough what I need, and I'm going to do the lower arms as well. But technically, they're on upside down. That's just because when the rear end goes all the way up, these little gussets right here hit the chain bridge. It just gives us a little bit more clearance. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. We still got a few inches to go up in there for it to fully sit in, so it's going to be even lower than it looks now. And we're about to clean all this up to weld our C channels on, weld the power balls onto the C channels, and then we'll be ready to drop the rear end. Rear end will be complete. All right, so we got everything leveled up and tacked in. Everything lines up great, and now we're just going to fully weld it in place. Go ahead.
Oh, plug the welder in.
All right. I got both sides in. This is what the finished product looks like. That hole, I believe, is 1 7/8 inches. I'm not exactly sure. The previous owner did that. Yeah, that's it. Coil under. Yeah, coil under setup. Sits in just like that. You see I got the hoses ran already. Just down and fall on the frame. Oh, I got all this off because I took the HVAC box out. I'm gonna just smooth that out. I'm not planning on having any of that anymore. If I can show you up under here how I got these hoses. Put a light on, that might help. I don't know if that does, but you see it's just coming down along the frame. And I got it fed in right here along this little shelf. All the way down. Comes out. Goes right here above the lower trailing arm. Out back. And it goes up through here. Both sides are identical. And I have a little hole up there. I'll show you where it comes out through the trunk. Yep, that's the chain bridge, and then you're not gonna see that. Alright, so it went out above the lower trail arms. You saw where it went up into the floor, and it comes out right here. Driver's side, other one's passenger. This is a universal kit from Cool Cars Engineering, so I have excess hose, but we'll make it work. Rear, same way. These are just little rain spout gutter things that go on the roofs of houses. Just put it here to cover that hole. We're going to screw them into the floor right here, and then we'll bed line this whole trunk. These holes, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but this one I'll make some sort of grommet so it's not just metal on the hose. And yeah, that's it. Next thing is putting the pump rack in and getting it all mounted up, and we're getting closer and closer.
Hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, do that.